Hello everyone. This is Dr. Deepshikha Patel, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, SIRT Bhopal. So in this lecture, we will have a look on typical interaction between web server and web browser. So first of all, we will have a short look what a web browser and web server is. Starting with web browser. Web browser is an application that runs on client machine to access internet. So when we are connected to internet, any user needs an application to browse the data that is available on internet. So web browser is an application which runs on the client machine. Next is web server. Similar to web browser, web server is an application that runs on the server machine. So we can define web server is a program that is running on server computer. Additionally, it consists of websites containing a number of web pages. So this was the very simple definitions through which you can understand we are not discussing web server and web browser in detail, cause our focus in this video is on interaction between a web browser and web server. So what exactly a web browser is? It's an application that is running on client machine, and a web server is an application that is running on the server computer for the communication over internet. So how they interact, we will see. So how a web server works? So basically web server constant web server, we already know that web server is a software or a program or an application that runs on the server computer. So web server constantly and passively waits for a request for a web page from a web browser program running on the client. So what does it mean? Constantly and passively, not actively. Constantly, continuously web server listens for request coming from the web browser. Meanwhile, web server is will be inactive or might be busy in some other work, as we are what we are saying, it's passively listening to the request. So it listen the connection constantly, and as soon as the request arrive, it serve that request. Next, how a web browser works. A web browser acts as the client in the World Wide Web interaction. Here what we are looking, interaction between client and server, and the web browser is a software that is running on the client computer. So using this program, a user request for web page stored on the web server. So with the help of web browser, a user can type any URL, any web page address which he or she wants to access. So a user request for a web page is stored on the web server, and web server locates the requested page and sends it back to the client computer. So basically web browser on the client then interpret web page and displayed it on the user's screen. What does it mean? Interprets means, cause it looks very simple process that a request from the web page, a request for a web page from the browser arrives at the server side, and server serves that request. What exactly happens between this request and response? So so many other things which are involved. Here we will see in detail. So have a look on this diagram. This is the web browser, or we can say a web browser located at client machine and web server located at server side. So web browser and web server are first establish a connection first establish a connection, TCP connection. We will also discuss this in detail, how they established this, and step-by-step process for the detailed interaction. So web browser request for a web page to the web server. Web server, exactly that server from where he or she wants to access some pages or some data or some files, anything, resources, may be anything. So any resource that is located on that web server, for that server browser request for a page or any resource. Web server find that resource and send that resource back to the web browser through internet. Now we will have a look on the detailed process, what exactly happens. So before starting the detailed interaction between a web browser and web server, here I am considering that all of aware of what is World Wide Web is, what is DNS, what is TCP, what is HTTP, etc. So here we start with what exactly happens when a user is looking for a resource that is located on a web server. So first of all, user on the machine will type the full file name or URL, including the domain name of the web server that hosts that web page he or she is interested in. Then web browser on the client machine request DNS for the IP address corresponding to the domain name which has been provided by the user. As we already know that machines do not understand domain name, so a conversion must be required from domain name to IP addresses, which is done by the DNS server. So web browser request for IP address and DNS respond with the corresponding IP address of the requested domain name. Then browser makes a TCP connection with the server computer. Then now we are considering that the connection has been established. Then client makes an explicit request for web page to the web server using HTTP request. So the request for any resource which is located on the internet has been done through the HTTP protocol. So in short, it's called the HTTP request. Next, the request is handed over. So here we can see in the diagram that at the client machine there are HTTP and TCP software as also running, same at the server side. So the request is handed over to browser, hand over the request to the HTTP software running on the client machine to be transmitted to the server. So web browser transmit that request to the HTTP software so that HTTP software can make that request in a proper format. And then after completing the HTTP request, HTTP software which is running on the client computer hand over that request to the TCP IP software running on the client. Cause only TCP IP software is responsible for transmitting any packet over the internet. Next, the TCP IP software running on the client break the HTTP request which has been received through the HTTP software running on the client system, that breaks the request into packets and sends over the internet connection over the TCP connection which has been established earlier. Then TCP IP software running on the web server. On the web server receives that request, reassembles the HTTP request using packet and give it to the HTTP software running on the web server. So TCP software which are running at the client side as well as at the server side, what exactly what exactly do with that request and response? So the request received from HTTP has been break down into number of packets through the TCP software which is running at the client side, and what TCP software responsible which is running at the server side, it reassemble that request and convert that into proper request format and then hand it over to the HTTP software running at the server side, cause only HTTP software can identify or interpret what exactly is the resource for which user is looking for. So next is HTTP. Now request is arrived at HTTP software which is running at the server side. Now HTTP software interpret the request, realize that browser has looking for a specific any resource. That resource may be any web page, any file or anything, any image, any video, anything which is available on the server. So HTTP software requests the operating system which is running at the server side to locate that resource or search for that file. Then OS search for that file, it locate that file and give it back to the HTTP software which is running on the web server. Now when we got the resource for which user is looking for, now the process of preparation of responses coming. So the HTTP software that is running on the web server adds some headers to the file to form HTTP response. Header can contain any information like date and time of response prepared, anything. So header are the necessary information which has been appended to the response. Next, the HTTP software on the web server now hand over as soon as HTTP software prepare the response. He hand over that response to the TCP IP software running on the web server, cause the response is ready and that response has to travel through internet, and for that that response has been handed over to TCP IP software, cause only TCP software is responsible for processing or sending that response over the internet to the web browser. So what exactly happens next? TCP IP software running on the server again breaks the HTTP response into packets and send it over the internet over the TCP connection. Once all packets have been transmitted correctly to the client, TCP IP software on the web server informs the HTTP software on the web server that all packets has been transmitted successfully. Next, TCP IP software on the client computer check the packets for correctness and reassemble them to form the original message. So TCP software which is running on the browser side collect all the packet, form original message after reassembling all the packets, and inform the HTTP software on the server that the web page was received correctly. For realizing this, the HTTP software on the web server terminates the TCP connection between itself and client. So earlier it was happened that the connection for every connection, for every request response pair, a separate TCP connection was established, which is known as stateless protocol, as HTTP's stateless protocol. But nowadays it is possible to serve multiple requests over the same TCP connection. Now the TCP IP software on the client now hand over that web page, or in short we can say HTTP response, to the web browser, to the HTTP software running on the web browser. And now that HTTP software running on the web browser is responsible for interpretation and conversion of that response into the form that will be visible at the client screen, because it is only the browser which understand the HTML code, cause that response will be in the form of HTML tags. So all these tags will be converted into the corresponding forms, and the ultimate result, including text, audio, video, photo, will be displayed on the user's screen. So this was the typical interaction between a web browser and web server, how a request comes from the web browser, or we can say from the client to the web server, and how web server serve that request. So hope all the interaction, all the typical steps, each and every step is clear to you all. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks.